He called you a technical beast. Reyes has a lot of respect for you after you went over Cannonier. So you know going in that this guy has probably had his eye on you for a long time.
Yeah, I know. I also got a lot of respect to him. But I know that inside the octagon, we're gonna try to knock out each other. It's gonna be a tough fight. I also like fighting stand-up. I think that's gonna be a kickboxing match in small gloves. So it's gonna be really exciting to watch.
All right, now is this your first time ever fighting for a belt?
In the UFC, yes, but I was a KSW champion in the biggest Polish organization, maybe even in Europe the biggest one. So I know how it feels to get the belt,
Yeah, and the pressures that lead up to it in the day, like it's a little different than a regular fight.
Yeah, it's the pressure is a little bit bigger, but I don't think about the pressure. I don't think about this because. But I knew how to change the pressure for fuel for my body.
Do you think Floyd would ever be motivated enough to actually put on some kind of fair arrangement where it's not just boxing a predominant wrestler, but maybe he would give in and do some sort of like something to even out the odds a little bit? Or do you think he would only just try to come in and box?
I told this to Floyd in his face. I said, realistically, if Khabib met you in a street fight, he would beat your ass. And the UFC is like almost like street fight, right? Yeah. Like if they fight, Khabib will mold you, and I think I told him, and he was talking shit, I was talking shit back. I said, you have to get a life insurance because he might kill you. Khabib is Floyd is a small guy, he's fragile. And I think for someone like Khabib grabbing you and laying on top of you, he's gonna make himself again, And I don't want to see Floyd get hurt because I don't think it's an equal fight. I don't think it'll be a fair fight for Khabib to fight Floyd in the UFC.
Do you believe this time that he is in fact coming back based on what you saw there and what I'm telling you?
Well, when you look at his physical shape, right, it's easier to believe this time. Because before, Nick would talk about fighting, but he was like always in a bit of a party setting, right? Like he'd be hanging out with his friends, playing with his nunchucks, I'll be back. But the reality is, watching him there, he looks in great physical condition. It's easier to believe. And also, looking at the state of the welterweight division, you think that if you're a competitor like Nick Diaz, you will consider fighting again. And I do believe that this will be the time that we see him. But how about the fact that I almost said Nate Diaz? Because think about this, bro. Back in the day, Ariel, it was Nick Diaz and his little brother Nathan. But when Nick's been gone for so long, when you think Diaz brothers, now you think Big Nate. You think Nate Diaz when you think about the Diaz brothers, and I know he would disagree because Nick Diaz army and everything, but I believe that he will fight again. And if he does, it makes for some interesting times in the welterweight division because you got to remember this guy is super talented. He's very he's very skilled, and fantastic grappler, unbelievable boxing, insane cardio. He's got all the things that could give a lot of guys problems in the welterweight division.
Now, talking about this fight, is there going to be similarities between this one and the Romero fight?
I doubt it. This guy doesn't stand there like a statue. He's actually going after people, which is what I like, which is what I want as well. I want someone who's going to actually bring the fight because I'm sitting pretty, I'm a champ. But yeah, I don't think it's going to be like, I know it's not going to be like the last fight. I can guarantee you that.
I just want to hark back to one thing in that fight that I meant to ask you before, and it was when the ref stopped and talked to you guys. Did that really pissed me off, actually? What did you take?
I didn't get pissed off at the time. You can't be emotional, but in that moment, I can't remember what round it happened. I haven't even watched the fight yet. I still haven't watched the fight yet. But in that moment when it happened, I remember just like, I don't know, I wasn't pissed off, I wasn't emotional, but I think I was already emotional with the whole situation, but that moment itself didn't piss me off. But I agree, it was just bizarre, really bizarre.
talk about this fight. Yeah,
On
obviously.
this one, the threat meter, this guy, out of a 10, I'll give him a 5 because he is dangerous. He is really dangerous.
And fighting on the island.
Yeah. Allegedly. We'll see. Actually, it hasn't been announced yet, but I have an idea where it is. But yeah.
We'll skip that one.
exclusive, allegedly.
Okay. Yeah. So you got to head over there earlier, or?
Yeah, I think so. Even you just said like this COVID thing. A lot of borders have been shut drastically, so we might have to head there ASAP. So I'm just on the trigger. I'm ready to go whenever. Yeah.
You look physically good, mentally.
Yeah.
You've been waiting for this 6 months now.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm confident a bit. But this is the bit now. I just have to kind of bide my time and be patient. Practice patience, because that's a skill itself. So I just have to be patient. I'll get my hands on it. But you don't have to too soon.
I don't give a